What's good, everybody? I'm probably not much unlike many content creators who have a lot of gear and a little window of time to get to doing what you love, which is to create. Time is certainly of the essence, and one of the ways I found I could speed my process is to declutter my process, my mind, and my workflow. One of those pieces is charging the batteries for all my gear. I'm Brandon, and we're gonna have a quick look at my custom closet charging station. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's go. It's another exclusive. SOC and Marlo. Let's get it. Let's go. Come on. Yeah. Remember when I was just a tadpole?
So in the studio, I have a closet where I keep my equipment, and I decided I would make my charging station location there. The problem though is that I didn't have an outlet in there. Definitely a problem. So I tapped into the outlet on the other side of the wall and was in business. I'm one of those who's all about taking full advantage of the equipment I have. I have some components from a previous Elfa shelving system I no longer used in storage, and I figured I'd use that. It's flexible, it's durable, and the design is pretty dope. This very well could be done on pegboard or any other type of wall mounting system. I have two types of equipment. Firstly, batteries that require 110 to 120 volt power, and then secondly, all of the other devices that are USB charged. So I decided to create two walls right at the corner within the closet. For equipment charged directly from the outlet, I have different types of batteries that go with various equipment. Sliders that use Canon batteries such as Edelkrone devices, lights that use Sony NPH batteries like the Aperture 672 lights, and of course my camera batteries, which in my case are Panasonic. So before deciding on the equipment, I actually did two things, which I highly recommend. Number one, I created an inventory. And number two, I laid out the organization on the ground before mounting anything. Now for the main wall, I used the Elfa utility boards that lock easily and securely on hanging standards that come from the Container Store. It took about 30 minutes to get the wall fixtures all squared away, primarily using drywall anchors and the included screws. For managing the wires, some people run the wires back behind the boards, but I decided to just neatly place them with some cable management right on the front of the board. This would allow for easier changes if I end up wanting to rearrange things. Not too big a problem because it was back in the closet anyway. I used double-sided tape clamps, which worked great in my case. When it came to the power supply, it was important to make sure I had adequate room between the outlets on the surge protector. There's nothing worse than having an outlet but not being able to fit a plug into the outlet. The other important piece here was to make sure that there was room for multiple outlets, as more equipment may be needed in the future. Never stop iterating, right? So I decided on an 18 outlet surge protector for the outlets and a 10-port USB Type A power supply. Links to all this and the other equipment are listed in the description below. For the surge protector wall, I found that the dual chargers with LCD displays were best. I like them because they provide indication of the state of charge and also have a USB port. The back of the chargers are flat, which means they can be used nicely with Velcro. And one tip is that it's important to have them mounted upside down such that the gravity helps maintain the batteries on the charger. I placed two newer and two Andor chargers on the wall mount. I also used a shelf just beneath the charging wall to hold the larger items such as a gimbal, in this case the DJI Ronin SC. The shelf also helps me get a quick visual of where I can quickly identify where dead or charged batteries are located. The shelf also is 10 inches deep and can hold V-mount batteries as well. The charger for the V-mount batteries has a transformer, and I simply use Velcro to mount that just beneath the shelf out of sight. I use the other closet wall for USB powered equipment, such as the smaller Canon chargers, as well as the portable USB power banks and small lights. I could mount containers to hold the various devices, and there was also enough space behind the brackets to run the USB cables. In this case, I have two USB power banks upside down in each container. I use hooks to hold up the DJI Mavic Air drone controller and added a shelf for the other items. The shelf holds the smaller Canon chargers and also was perfect for the drone batteries. Up top, I have a few brackets that I can use to hold light stands, and there are all sorts of space to grow. For me, it works well knowing whenever I want to travel or shoot a video, the tools are all set and ready to go. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with the setup and plan to keep on trying to improve the workflow to be more efficient over time. If you had some ideas, share them in the comments below. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and for taking time to watch. We'll see y'all the next time.
Running
Peace.
He's gonna take me home. One day he's gonna take me home. And all the rejoice. And all the rejoice.